going.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Kevin from Full Sun Diesel here. This is Gabe. My name's Gabe. Gabe Farrell. And Gabe's... Hi, my name's Gabe. I'm bringing my 5th gen over to Full Sun Diesel. We're gonna do G56 swap and a whole bunch of other cool shit. Enjoy. And the video. I also brought my Camaro.
We're about to go for a ride. Gabe says this is kind of fast, so we'll see.
Not fast. I did not.
Not fast.
I said it is
all right.
Stupid slow. Pretty good. It moves a little bit.
Oh, oh, pretty good. Pretty good.
What's going on, guys? I'm back now. It's a new day. Today's Sunday. I think it's like 7 a.m. I came in here, gotta get a bunch of stuff done. Anyway, Gabe dropped off the 5th gen the other day. You guys just saw a couple clips from that. I didn't really video much. We just did some burnouts in the Camaro and went out to eat and stuff. So anyway, I didn't video much of that. But his truck is here and it is ready for the G56 swap. Could be the world's first, not 100% sure, because every time someone says that, I say world's first, Gabe says world's first, and 10 people comment and they're like, I saw one last week. But anyway, no one ever provides proof. So if you guys do have proof of a G56 swapped 5th gen or any manual transmission in a 5th gen that's fully functioning as everything should, please send it my way so I can stop saying that this is the world's first G56 swap 5th gen comes. But until that day comes, it's the world's first. And so that brings us to the next thing. I pretty much told Gabe this is gonna be probably months. I'm going to get it done as quickly as possible. But with this being something that no one has done yet, as far as I'm aware, and everyone else, there's not anything where you can just order parts for. There's no manual tune file, there's no manual wiring harness. And then on top of that, this is an ASIN truck, not a 68 RFE. So that also complicates things a lot more. Because I actually do believe I figured out most of the electrical if it was a 68 truck, but it's not. So I may need to 68 RFE swap the electrical side of this and then G56 swap it, if that makes sense. It's a little bit confusing. Again, not sure which route we're gonna go, but electrical is the #1 priority on this truck. That's the only thing that I'm worried about. Well, I don't wanna say worried about. I know I'm gonna figure it out. That's just pretty much the deciding factor of how long this is gonna take. Because mechanically, putting it in there, physically, mechanically, that I'm not worried about. If I gotta fab up, like a new cross member stuff, get longer drive shafts, that's all easy. It's the electrical pretty much, and then the interior. But the interior, I think I have all that figured out as well. I got some really cool ideas, but yeah, I'm gonna show you guys kind of like what I have for a shifter setup. I'm gonna show you guys kind of like how that's gonna work. And then actually before really I start doing anything to the truck, this is something probably a lot of mechanics do, or if you don't, you should do it. Pretty much you get a new truck in the shop, go through and find out what codes it has, pretty much pick it apart, find all the issues that are wrong with it, so that A, you didn't cause them, and B, down the road, obviously I'm gonna be dealing with a lot of electrical, so there's gonna be things that I unplug where bad things happen, and I need to know that those things that are happening at that time are from what I just unplugged, not previously there. Like, for example, if it has like a code for the backup camera, or the backup camera's not working or something like that, right? but I unplug the trans, which would probably do that, I need to make sure that I know that that's from the trans being unplugged, not an already existing issue, because then I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't figure out why this camera's not working. I plugged this back in, but the camera wasn't working all along. So pretty much I'm gonna go through and write down like list of, pretty much just pick his truck apart. I'm probably not gonna post that. I just don't want to make his truck sound like a piece of shit. I don't think there's really much wrong with it. I'm pretty sure the check engine light's on. I don't even know what for. And then, anyway, guys, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna show you guys kind of what we're working with and what we already have. So we'll go over to this side over here. I also need to finish this up today and get this off the powder coat this week, so I can get this out of here. And then I'm actually probably gonna bring Gabe's truck up here, so I have a little bit more room. But anyway, this is Gabe's trans. This is a G56 from Super Stick Transmissions. And pretty much, yes, this is going into the truck. And this is pretty much the shifter setup that we're gonna use. This is a design by Super Stick Transmissions, who also built the trans. I'm not the creator of this design right here. I did not think of this. He's actually having us build these for him. So this is actually like the first prototype setup that I kind of have provided him, and this is not finished at all. This heim joint's actually tack welded right here, so that's solid. I just need to do something up here to make it a little bit more solid, but pretty much this is like a remote shifter so that you can, do this, but obviously none of this is bolted down. But I'll show you guys how this is gonna sit in the truck, and then show you kind of how I'm gonna do the interior. All right, guys, we got that pulled off. This is pretty much, you guys are like, what the fuck is this? This is gonna get bolted to the floor. And these are all pretty much different adjustments, which this actually is probably not the same exact one that's gonna go in there. I'm gonna have to modify it and drop this shorter. You guys will see that in a minute, but pretty much this is where your shifter will be. And then let me switch hands here. So this is where your shifter will be, right? And then you'll basically be able to shift this. It's a remote shifter. Again, designed by Super Stick Transmissions. I just have one because we're making it for them. But I'm gonna show you guys kind of how that's gonna work. Let's hop up here. See if I can turn his light on. Other light. More lights, is there any more? So anyway, guys, pretty much this is gonna go in here. It's gonna actually get bolted to the floor, so we're gonna have to cut the bottom of this out, the front of this out, and then our trans is gonna pop in up there a little ways. So as I said before, this is not the one that's actually gonna go in there. This is too high and everything. But pretty much this is how that'll sit. And then it'll kind of be like a car shifter, so you'll be able to shift your truck. So this is this piece right here, this little sliding boy. That's gonna go goodbyes, and then we're going to make some sort of plate that will fit nicely in here and cover all that up. And then I have plans to have like a custom leather shift boot made to match the Laramie Longhorn interior. And yeah, the goal is to pretty much make it look like it's factory. Like we're not trying to half-ass this G56 swap. So there's not really a time limit here or anything. But obviously I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. I expect it'll probably take, I'm hoping for a maximum of 3 months, and that's absolute max. I don't even want it to take that long, but yeah, I'm trying to get going on this quickly as possible. And then there's also really no budget. Gabe Farrell sponsoring this build here. So pretty much anything I need, I just let him know, and he gets me paid up, and we get this going. So that's that. Again, electrical is going to be the biggest nightmare. The interior, I got this figured out. I know it looks a little odd right now, and you guys are like, what the heck? But it'll all come together with a little bit of time and effort. So that's that. That thing's going to pop down in there. We're going to have to do some good modifications to that. So we'll set this sucker aside here. But yeah, so pretty much this thing is top priority. I haven't really been scheduling any new builds or absolutely really anything. I've been trying to clear my schedule completely. The only thing I really have, well, actually, I'm going to get to this, but really just need to get the side-by-side cage finished, which I just got all my tabs in for the shocks and stuff like that. And then I finished up the roof the other day, pretty much got that riveted down, but I've just got to drill all those rivets out, pop the roof off. So the cage can get powder coated orange and the roof can get powder coated like a satin black. And then those will all get closed up here once that's done. But anyway, so I got to get this done. I'm going to try to get this done this weekend and then get it to powder coat. The motor for FSD4 should be back hopefully in the next couple weeks. So that's another thing I have to do. And then Haley's 5th gen, we have, I just got the leveling kit in for that, so I got to put that on. And then I need to pull the trans out this week. It only shifts up to 3rd. So basically I got to pull the trans out and get the trans rebuilt. So that's going to be fun. I've never done a 68 before. So, a good buddy of mine at CG Performance Transmissions is going to take care of the valve body and the pump for us. Because I have no idea how to do that stuff. And I really do not have the time to learn. As I've learning, you make mistakes and it costs you time and money. And time is not one thing that I have right now because, yes, building that and then trying to build this and then finishing up that and then running a business at the same time. So as you can see, time is not something that I have a lot of. So, but yeah, again, this is top priority. I want this thing out of my shop, as pretty as it looks. Honestly, the whole lift thing is kind of growing on me. I probably shouldn't have said that, but it is a nice looking truck for sure. It's a little hard. You got like high and wide, and then you got like low and not that wide. But all right, guys, now I'm going to talk about the engine bay. So let's hop up here on my step stool. I'm going to need a bigger step stool because this thing's so high. But anyway, we have 5th gen engine, just like that 5th gen engine. And I'm not 100% sure what Gabe wants to do yet. I think we're definitely going to do a 2nd gen swap and probably a valve cover and like a brake fluid reservoir cover, just make it look good. I'm not sure if he is going to do fuel. I don't think he's sure if he's going to do fuel or anything upgrades yet. But we're really not worried about this. We didn't even really talk too much about this, as the trans is the biggest thing. If he goes, hey, I want a 2nd gen swap, bigger injectors, head studs, blah, 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 that's all easy. I can knock all that out very quickly. So not too worried about that. That might come later on down the road, but first things first is getting this thing to run and drive with a G56 in it, which actually, let me rephrase that. You can make this run and drive very, very easily with a G56. I've already gone under there and unplugged the ASIN, and the truck will still start, and it should probably run and drive, but you're gonna have a bunch of other issues like backup camera not working, all kinds of weird issues. So that being said, this is a G56 swap done right. It's gonna look factory. There's no butchering of wiring harnesses and all that gross stuff. So yeah, so guys, pretty much again, I'm gonna be working on the electrical. I'm gonna try to do like update videos for you guys. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to really film with the electrical because it's gonna be a lot of schematics and staring at schematics and testing things down here, testing things on that truck, talking to tuners. There's gonna be a whole bunch of not so much fun stuff that goes into that. But again, the plan is to do that first. So the electrical is absolutely number one, and I'm actually not going to pull his trans out until I figure the electrical out. So once I figure the electrical out, then I'm gonna pull the trans out. Reason for that is if I need to test something where the trans needs to be plugged in and I have to like back probe something and actually test like a voltage with the truck running with the trans in, I don't already have the trans pulled out, and then I'll be like, oh crap, I gotta like try to slide the trans over here and get it plugged in just to do that. Because again, I know the mechanical side of the swap is going to be easy. Well, I don't want to say easy, but it's not gonna be any sort of big issue for me to do all that. It's just the electrical. So again, electrical is number one. We are going to try to get cracking on that. As soon as we get the electrical done, then we will have a bit better of an idea as to when the truck is going to be done. So the sooner I can get that done, the sooner I can tell Gabe, hey, your truck's gonna be done roughly around this date. Yeah, because I know he already wants his truck back. He wanted his truck back before he dropped his truck off. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The more I look at this big tall thing, kind of makes me like, I don't want to say want a big tall thing, but I dig it. I kind of digging it. Like, the more I look at it, the more I dig it. I still like a nice lowered, slightly lowered truck, but I think this thing looks good. It's weird. I'm changing. I normally hate lifts. All right, guys, I guess I'm gonna wrap up that video. It's kind of just a quick introduction to the build and what we're doing with it. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Again, the electrical is gonna be the hardest part. It's gonna be the biggest pain in the butt. So I'm gonna try to get like tidbits of that in a video for you guys. And then really just once I figure it out, that's gonna be the important part. But you guys are not gonna wanna see hours and hours and hours and hours of me looking at schematics and pinouts, ohming stuff out on the truck. You guys are not gonna wanna watch that. So yeah, I'm gonna get little tidbits from that. Once we get it figured out, we'll do that, and we'll put that up in a little video for you guys. And then after that, then it's go time. So stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be an awesome build. Pretty excited about it. Been waiting a while for Gabe to finally bring this sucker over here. And now it's here, and we are ready. So we're gonna get this done, and world's first G56 swapped 5th gen. Unless there is one hiding somewhere, find me proof, and then I'll stop saying that, because I don't want to claim to do something that I'm not. So I don't want to claim to be the first if I'm not the first, but no one ever provides proof. So if you provide proof, I'll stop saying it's the first. Till then, it's the first, it will be the first, and it's going to be done right too. That's another big factor. Because I could actually, I don't want to say today, it might take me a little bit longer than that, but I could manually, mechanically, physically put the G56 in there and make it drive down the road. But making it drive down the road and doing the swap right, not cutting wiring harnesses, you know, having everything work as it should, have everything look as it should, that is what we're after. So this is gonna take a little bit longer than just yeeting a G56 in there, dealing with a check engine light and a whole bunch of other weird issues. That's not what we're doing at all. So this is going to be swapped, and it's gonna be swapped right. So stay tuned, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.